We want to make sure everybody understands. One of it is respecting the people and the culture that are here.
Of course.
You know, because sometimes, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, sometimes some of us come back and we're not accustomed to, like you were saying, some of the conditions that people live here. Like we are, like in the West, in America, they have attitudes. And so we really have created a thing that's not going to allow for that. You know, we want to make sure people, you know, come and fit in. And like you said, we have an integrated community. We don't want to isolate ourselves.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we have at least 25% of the people in our village, local Ghanaian people.
Yep.
Because that's how we learn.
Exactly.
I learn by paying attention to what you guys do.
Yes.
I can't learn my culture and my history by hanging around people that don't know it.
That's it.
No better than I do.
Yes.
And so we have a bunch of stuff in this document that I think everybody should be aware of. And I sent it out to everybody whose email I had. And so I'm going to leave, I'm glad I can leave this with you.
Let me have a quick look at the hard copy there, Kwame.
And so there's some change. KK!
I thought this man knew you. There was just something about the way he pulled in.
Yeah.
I said,
I ate at his house. His wife fed me yesterday. So the chief of ASEBU was inspired by the president of Ghana to offer land to people from the diaspora returning.
Yes.
And so
get your camera.
The president deserves his respect and his acknowledgement for inspiring the chief. And so right now we have the president supporting the chief and the chief supporting the president. It's a very good relationship they have. They're supporting this entire project. And this young man who just walked up, his name is KK. Is it Nana KK? Nana KK. I ate at his house yesterday. His wife fed me.
Okay. Yeah, we have a man in the UK. Let's just start
this man is one of the directors of the Coastal Development Authority of Ghana. And what makes KK significant is that his agency has offered to help us with this project by doing the surveying and the planning for us, because it's a big endeavor. And they have a level of expertise that the ministry can hold that we don't have. And so we welcome that support, and it's made this project so much more effective. And so a lot of people are coming together right now to support you, to come home. We're waiting for you.
Right.
Our arms are open for you.
Oh man, I'm taking this back home to UK, and I'm getting some people.
And so you see KK.
My 3 children are around here.
He happens to be just driving by. He sees us. He stopped. See how beautiful
No, you
that
say
is.
it just happened to me.
The Most High sent him because I was trying to get Obed here.
That's right,
I've been calling Obed all morning long.
He's in the church. We were all in the church, and I said, let me go do some meetings.
Had to come today,
Yeah.
Wonderful. And my brother, you had to be here.
So, KK, I want you to know I really appreciate what you shared in the meeting with us. It was just being in that space was really powerful. You know, just seeing the community come together. Exactly. You know, and all the entities just join forces, link up and say, we're going to get this done the correct way. And it's gone from just a handful of us struggling to get it done like from the seat of our pants to an institution that has teeth, that has merit, that has substance. And so I'm quite excited.
So we are working on the main launch, the other one, effective tomorrow. So this morning I had interactions with Okatichi on the need to do the site plan so that we can now plan out the demarcations. So effective tomorrow they will start. What we intend doing is that we're not going to create a segregated community where African Americans come back home and we say, oh, this is where they live and this is where the native live. No, we're going to have an integrated community.
I like that.
Where if you are coming home, you are coming home to be integrated into the old family, even that existed before the slave trade. You are not coming home to come and live elsewhere, and people will see you. These are the people who came back, and these are the people who they came to meet. We don't want to do that. So we want to plan an integrated community, and we do this. The locus of the Coastal Development Authority is one. Before we even get into the surveys, what are the amenities here? If you come here, God forbid, you fall sick, we have to send you to the local hospital where, when I fall sick, I go. But because you've lived elsewhere and the standards are different, we cannot replicate over there. But what we can do is to upgrade our standards here to meet you halfway. So the authority's duty is to upgrade the local clinic,
Yes.
the local market where you yourself, when you come back and you build here, you go and shop.
Yes.
We want to have a community where next to you is a local person who can also have opportunity to build over there.
Of course.
That's what we're planning.
Yes.
In addition to that, you don't live here. Here, where Kwame does this mortgage thing, they build, but what pertains here is that you take your land and you build. But you cannot relocate and come and stay here for about 5 months to supervise your building. So we have consultants who are technical people that we use to supervise.
Yes.
All that we have to do is for you to tell us the kind of building that you want to put up there. Kwame and Co. We look at the technical aspect of it. We'll toss the plan to our technical team.
Yes.
They will look at what we call bills of quantities to be able to cost your building for
Scheme
you.
of work.
And then we use those technical people to supervise, like a consultant on the job, to supervise the construction of that building.
Construction managers.
Yes, so that people don't toss you left, right. You want a plumber, you are off somewhere. You want a carpenter, you are no. We're bringing all of it together. We have a pool of architects, most of whom he put together. People who lay bent bricks and all, architects, masons, and all engineers, and so on and so forth. We have a pool of them. We want to register them in that pool, so that as soon as you pick your land with the conditions that you need to develop the land within a specific period,
2 years.
we'll give you all these technical people to help you to put it up, and then we'll supervise your payment to them and all that stuff with the government's back. That's what we tell you, and we have the support of the president, the blessings of the president to be able to make this a reality, so that you come back and settle home.
Yeah, you made mention during the interview.
You come back and settle home.
One hand wash the other.
Exactly. And we are also making available the economic opportunities in the district. Here, the main crop is citrus. In this district, we have not less than about 10,000 citrus farmers spread across 45,000 acres. We produce the largest tons of citrus in the whole country, in this district. So this calls for agro industries to process citrus for export and for local consumption. That is one. The second crop is cassava, where people can turn into ethanol and so on and so forth. We have all these other domestic crops that we can turn into factories.
It's fertile land.
Yes.
So you can
And then we also have other opportunities like tourism that is also within the district and even within this community, where we have the great Memphis relics on rocks. We need to develop this so that people can come and see. And if you give us the opportunity, Kwame, I say let's have our own Panafest Park in ASEBU.
Let's have it.
It wouldn't be a bad idea, so that we'll stop meeting in the stadium.
Yeah, I felt bad when I came there the last time. I was even asking of ASEBU and Memphis, and I think one of the chiefs, I don't know whether it's a secretary or something, I've forgotten the name.
Okay.
He made mention that the place is scattered.
Yes,
and you
it's
can't
really.
even can't even go there unless you get a specific person to take us to the place.
So what he's talking about is the stable history, the original king of this area that migrated from the time of Egypt here.
That's right.
They say he was a giant of a man. He's a legend. You can look him up on Google him. The Google says he's a giant of a man. He was 4 times as big as the average person.
Okay.
It's like 4 of us standing up, how big he was. And he could walk around, he could carry his cook in the palm of his hand. He had a personal cook. His sister cooked for him, carried her around the palm of his hand, and he ate sacks of food at a time. Now here's the beauty of the story, because our legend is real. It's our history. We were talking about history earlier, right? Because this is true history. ASEBU used to wash himself in the river and sit on a rock. And he was so powerful, his butt cheeks made an imprint in the rock. And the stone is still here. I will take you to see the stone of ASEBU.
A lot of them scattered
And they
around.
say his genitals were so heavy that his nutsack would roll the rock and you could see the imprint of his genitals in the rock. So the history of this land is so rich. That to me, that's what makes it so so incredible that we come here.
Exciting.
That we can trace the history all the way back to the time of Moses.
Yes,
And
yes.
so we know what was here. And he has the stone in the sword and the stone that cannot be replaced.
Wow.
All the one. You have to look up the legend read it for yourself.
The legend of
The history
ASEBU.
of this land is so rich. It's so beautiful.
You know
The story is beautiful.
Aqua and so.
Tell us about it. We were trying to figure it out.
Aqua and so, all these places used to be ASEBU land.
Okay.
He conquered all the way. I mean,
To
the
Elmina.
Cape Coast Castle was given by our ancestors, not by Cape Coasters. And the white people who came around used this land to settle remnants of refugees, local refugees, and it developed into a town.
Right,
The
right.
entire Cape Coast land sit on an ASEBU land. So that shows you how powerful Amenfi was. But several years after, he is used to vanishing. Like, he will go very far and they think he's dead. They will perform his funeral and 20 years he shows up. So when he finally died, nobody knew about it and they thought he would come. So over thousands of years, they couldn't find any replacement. Yes, because they thought he would come back. And then people started coming in, other local people. The state became so weak. Other local people started waging battles and taking some of our lands from us. So then several years after, there rose this guy called Akun. Akun, see that's the name of the town. Akun Anso. Akun. Akun was like a mini Amenfi. So he fought back some of the land and he cannot be defeated. Unfortunately, right here where that hole is, they shot him and he couldn't survive. He died. The reason why we say Akun Anso. His legend has it that he could catch bullet or he could survive bullet.
Yes, yes.
But this particular bullet, he couldn't survive it. That is where he fell. So we call this place Akun Anso, which means historically this is supposed to be an enemy land. The enemy took part of our land and they have settled on it. And then they named that place Akun Anso. So in our festival, for all the chiefs to be carried in the palanquin every year, we have to come and start here, pour libation,
Yes.
to invoke the spirit of Akun, and then carry the paramount chief right from where Akun fell
Yes.
onto the town, take stock of what happened in the previous year, and to welcome the new season. So we have a lot rich history that is
Rich
untapped.
history.
And that's written somewhere. We can find that.
Yes, most of them are written, but
Yeah.
they are just cutting. We're putting all
And
of
we're
them
documenting
together.
all right
when
now.
you go
We're
to
gonna turn this in.
the palace, everything is there.
All right.
Everything except that most of it haven't been published out. But it is written at the it is part of the historical facts at the palace. So these are some of the things we put in place, and maybe where Amenfi's relics are, we try and do some monument or museum in remembrance of all these things.
Of course. Of course. Wonderful.
I think the place would be nice for tourism to come.
Exactly. We have spoken with the Ministry of Tourism to try and develop that place and make it children's park or something.
It's a beautiful
So,
place to go.
part of the other responsibilities is when you guys come in, we should also link them up with some associations or organizations who are interested in also taking part of some of this development.
contributing to that. One of the things we
the
have in
palace
our-
development. Have you taken them to the palace?
No, we stopped here. This is the first stop.
Okay.
We can go there.
Those cannon shells are of Carthaginian origin. This is old Tunisia. They are at the entrance of the palace.
Can you take us up there?
What?
We got time or no? Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
now that's
they
some
are of
serious.
Carthaginian origin.
Wow.
Very old. And it was
So you're
believed-
going back to the time of Hannibal, of
Exactly.
Carthage.
Carthage. Very old. And it was believed Amenfi used it to balance himself. This cannot be proven. It hasn't been proven.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
whatever it is, most of these things are found on the coast, but it found itself here at the palace, entrance of the palace. And when you go to town, there's a groove over there where